Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Unquiet Live. We're coming at you here from the Haven in Pomona, California. Shout out to the Haven, as always, for having us. And today we have a very special guest, the East Los Angeles band Earringers. Their performance was awesome. We're going to get into that very soon. But before we get into that, I got to tell you that today's video is sponsored by Distrokid. If you don't know what Distrokid is, they get your music into Spotify, Apple Music, all the online stores and streaming services, and they are the best distribution partner out there. I really love working with them. They do a lot of really cool features and ways to help you market your music beyond just uploading it to Spotify. And they let you credit people. Like, they have this cool feature where you could submit your notes and your credits to Spotify and to Apple Music and all these stores. So like, if you want to credit a musician or a producer or some songwriters that you worked with, you can do that through Distrokid. So check it out, and you could sign up through the link in the description of this video. You get a percentage off your first year's fee, plus you support Unquiet Live, so it's a win-win. And yeah, stop sitting on your music, get out into the world, and use Distrokid to do that. With that, we're going to get into this new episode with Earringers, but please, please, please subscribe. It really helps the channel. It helps what we're doing, helps keep us alive. So if you could subscribe, that would be super helpful. And enjoy the episode. Thanks for tuning in. All right. Welcome back to Unquiet Live. Today we got the Earringers. What's up, Earringers? How are you guys?
Hello.
Thanks for being here. And you could get into the first song whenever you're ready.
All right. Of course. Too long. She's been waiting for my answer. Guess she's moving on. But like, hey, don't you do this to me, baby. I didn't think you would feel the same way. This pain that you keep bringing to me, baby. I don't like playing games. I grabbed her by the waist. She looked me in the face. I know she can't resist to pull herself away. I've been thinking too much of her. Now it hurts my head. Something tells me to forget her. I'll rebound instead. But like, hey, I didn't mean to do this, baby. I'm here to say that I feel the same way you say. That pain is all I bring you, baby. I wish we never met. I grabbed her by the waist. She looked me in the face. I know she can't resist to pull herself away. I love her evermore. She don't want me no more. But who's that guy she's dancing with? I guess she made a choice. Thank you.
Damn, that was great, guys.
Thank you.
That was
Thank you so
terrific.
much. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you for having us, man.
Yeah, of course. I know we've been trying to make it happen for a while. So
Yeah.
thanks for bearing with us too, and like sticking through it. I'm so happy we're finally here.
Finally, yeah. This, it feels really cool, man.
Yeah,
Excited.
awesome. Well, yeah. Before we get into it, I guess if you want to just say a quick hello or a quick intro, or maybe introduce the band.
Yeah. Hi. We're Earringers from East LA. On the drums we have David. On the bass we got Daniel. I'm Miguel. Keys Daphnet, and on lead guitar we got Jesus.
Amazing. Beautiful. So you guys are from East LA, like grew up and started the band?
Yeah,
there?
born and raised, went to
Yeah.
school there, and we
Nice.
just like knew each other from school. Eventually, just jammed together and started writing our own music, and that's the rest is history.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome. Has this been the band, like the lineup for a while?
Yeah, it's been the same lineup for 6 years.
Oh,
6 years
wow.
now. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
That's so cool. Yeah, I feel like I was the first time I heard about you guys was with Archie Archer O.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves you guys, and
Love that guy too, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were talking about I think it might have been like pre-pandemic, like early 2020 or late 2019 or something.
Yeah.
And I just feel like you guys have been consistently growing and like reaching new people, and just have been on this like great path for so many years, which is awesome.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. It's been a crazy ride, man. Like, I mean, like in regards to Archie, I remember when you came by to LA. I'm not so sure if it was their first time, but we always talk about that one moment where I helped them unload their stuff. And
Yeah.
So shout out to Archie, man, and Archer. We love those guys, man.
That's cool.
Yeah, and we just been. I remember we played like the Wiltern in 2018. That was like a House of Blues event. It was pretty cool. And then we did like the Moroccan Lounge. We did the Paramount recently with Archer one time. That one was a sold-out show. It was crazy. Yeah. And then the second time we did a headlining show for our album release party. Yeah. It was cool, man.
That looked crazy. Congrats on that, by the way.
Thanks, man.
And that's a great transition into Heart Therapy, because I want to talk about the album. It came out in October, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. And let's just get into that. So why Heart Therapy, the title?
Pretty much like because I'm primarily the lyricist, so I was writing a lot about like kind of when you're in your 20s, you kind of like realize you're going through certain things. You're figuring out your path. So that's kind of like whether if it's just I don't know, like if you found a new job or something, you're not comfortable there, you're trying to find something else, which is actually something that happened to me. I don't know. Sometimes you're bothered by past, relationships. There's some songs on there, like a song called "To Get Over You."
Mm-hmm.
There's one, and we just kind of tried making, fun music, but a little more. I don't know. The lyrics, I would consider them my best lyrics to date.
Yeah.
And man.
Yeah,
that's pretty
beautiful.
much it.
That's great. I mean, I think that's something I really wanted to commend you guys on, is like the juxtaposition, I guess, of the music to the lyrics, because the lyrics are like heavy and dealing with emotional things and things that we go through as humans, but the music in there is some like more emotional, slower stuff, but it's also very fun and like very like danceable. Like you like want to dance to it. It's dope. I'm used to like. A lot of the bands in our scene, and I guess from where you've played with and come up with, it's a lot of like moshy, heavy stuff. But it's so cool that you guys are making this like fun like dance-ish music while still having that big energy and bringing the energy just in a different way.
It's definitely different, especially in our area. It was mostly like metal bands and punk bands. And we were kind of one of those first few indie bands from that time, like 2017, because at that point in time there was not really any like shows happening, like let's say backyard shows. And when we started, playing, it was kind of new to people over there, to East LA, because all of a sudden they were introduced to bands like Two Door Cinema Club and stuff like that, because we tell them, this is our biggest influence type thing, So man, it was different. It was a different thing for us, and I guess for everybody else as well.
Totally. Yeah, Tourist History, Two Door Cinema Club.
I love that album.
Oh man,
oh my god,
what an album!
Yeah.
Are they your biggest influence, you think?
For sure. We kind of like went into other routes as well. I would say if we could put it into three bands, it's Two Door Cinema Club, Wallows, and Beach Bunny.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great bands.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, excuse me, sorry. I see the Topo Chico. That's what. Last question before we get into a couple more songs. Is there a song or moment on the album that you're most proud of? And that could be for anyone, if anyone wants to chime in.
David, you want to go first? I think "To Get Over You," the last song on the record, just because he came up with like the guitar chords and that was it. And then I just kind of was playing around with synthesizers and like a drum machine on Logic, and it just kind of happened. Like it was kind of accidental, to be honest. We didn't really think much about that song, so next practice we just went over it, and that was the song.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I think for me it would be the second one. I Had a Smile, because the way the transition from the intro straight to how energetic it is. So it's like that's what captivates me. Whenever I listen to the album, that's why it captivates me, like upbeat shit.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. That's dope.
Yeah.
Love it.
Well, for me, I mean, I like Caught Up. I like the lyrics to that song. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like I enjoy it. Like sometimes, like I just listen to it, but still like move to it. You know, that's my favorite one personally.
I think I agree. I think Caught Up's my favorite on the album. It's a great one. Did you have like a producer or like a engineer on it?
Shout out Jonathan from Audio Mech Productions.
Shout out to Jonathan, because it sounds great.
Yeah.
So good job, Jonathan. Yeah. Cool. I'll stop bugging you with questions if you want to get into 2 more songs, and then we'll chat it up a little bit more.
All right. You want to do Caught Up? Or okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to do it?
No, let's do it.
All right.
I lose myself in the game of love tonight. I don't need no one's help, but I won't go without a fight. And I can see her in the distance. Won't you join me tonight? Just come with me and have a listen. Been trying to talk to you all night. You never knew existed. And when our lips touch, I'm in a trance that I can't give up. I'm under your This next song is also off our debut album called Heart Therapy. This one's Caught Up. I could find a quiet place, I'd rent Thank you, man.
Beautiful, beautiful song. Y'all good there? Cool. That was so great. Thank you guys again for being
Thank
here.
you, man. Thank you.
So the album artwork is really cool too. I wanted to ask about that, like kind of who did it or like how that came together.
Pretty much like the guy we got to do the art, his name is Talal. He's I forgot what country he's from, but we just ran into his Instagram page.
Oh,
he had
cool.
like these psychedelic artworks.
Yeah.
And because the previous artwork was just a bit too much, you know, it wasn't, we weren't liking it. And then we got opinions of our producer as well. And yeah, something more simpler. And then I'm like, all right, man, let's just do like that ripple effect, you know, in red. And, you know, 5 little silhouettes there to represent the 5 of us going through,
Yeah.
you know, that ripple. It could mean anything, really, you know. Sometimes it could be a good thing, a bad thing, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's cool. I love it. And did it come out on a label or did you guys self-release it? Or?
Yes, it came out under My Grito Industries, and we pressed it on vinyl as well. And yeah, man. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that you guys that you sing in Spanish on a couple of the songs too.
Yeah.
Was that something that you like intentionally wanted to make sure that you did?
Yeah, because it's like we speak the language, and a lot of our audience does too, you know. So and then apart from that, we're also like, you know, we like Spanish rock en español, you know. So I'm like, let's just throw these 2 songs on here. I think it's pretty good, like with the theme of the record. Mm-hmm. And yeah, man, like we just went for it, and they're pretty good songs, you know.
Yeah,
yeah, man.
Absolutely, they sound great. They sound great. So I got kind of littered with a bunch of fan questions. Your fans are very rabid, and they actually it was interesting. They had commented a bunch for the contest win, and I was like, for the session giveaway, and when I hit like the random comment picker and you guys came up, I was very excited because like I wanted you anyway, so it was like a win-win.
That's cool.
It was a win for everybody. So
thank you to everybody who commented, by the way. Your support gets us here.
Very
Thank
much.
you.
Yeah, that's awesome. So let me just run through these. There's a couple inappropriate ones in here, so I'm not gonna say those. Not gonna say those. What's your favorite house show and why? Did you play a lot of house shows coming up?
Yeah. House of Abu. Well, it's in East LA, like it's like an apartment complex, but it has a big like backyard. They have their shit together in regards to production. Like they have a good PA system. They have like a stage. Nothing runs behind the show's going, like, you know.
Nice.
Because a lot of times, you know, in that area, you know, it was just a lot of shit, you know. We would play, our time slot was at like 9:30. We'd end up playing at 11.
Yeah.
You know, so it was like, yeah, it was tough. But, they're called Mad Magic. Right? Mad Magic, yeah.
Nice.
Those guys are cool. Yeah.
Shout out to them. Yeah, I'm always so interested, like so intrigued with the like house parties. I mean, not house show scene, because I grew up in like the IE, like Riverside, Corona, and out there wasn't really much of that when we were younger. Like Johnny was one of my good friends. We went to high school together, and like I feel like it was more about like DJ culture out in the IE and more about like house parties with that, and like different DJs would go play, but there was never like a rock band like house shows. So I'm always so intrigued with like, because that was a big thing in the Valley too for like all the bands, and like that, I guess SUV, and then also in like Northridge and stuff like that. So that's cool that you guys got to like play in those scenes. That had to be fun.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Played a lot of house shows here in Pomona too. We just kind of forgot a lot of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet. Any funny fan interactions so far? Anything jump to mind? Something jumps to mind for you.
Yeah. Well, just recently at the Paramount, when we released the Heart Therapy album, afterwards, like all of our fans, you know, we appreciate it. I love them, and there was this one girl in particular that she was just so excited. She was so very expressive of how much she liked our music and everything, to the point where she actually lifted me up and she was like squeezing. I was like, oh my goodness. So yeah, if you're
Dang.
seeing this,
She's 4'7". Those boots are
yeah.
they're a cheat.
Make her at least 5 feet.
That's funny. Dang. That's great.
I think I forgot. Our homie Fernando. It's just our homie, but it was a really funny interaction. It's also very inappropriate, so I'm not gonna say it, but it happened to him. It was at the smell. he knows what we're talking about.
Can't say it.
That's for another time.
Yeah.
Fans go up and ask them about that. That's funny. What's been your favorite venue to play so far, and what is your dream venue to play?
And yeah, the Paramount. When we headlined that one, it was probably the most people we've ever brought, and just the energy was crazy, man. It wasn't a single time I didn't hear anybody sing our songs. So
Wow.
yeah, it was really cool.
That's so cool.
It's,
For sure.
it's
Oh,
looking
yeah.
like everyone's saying it. 'cause,
Yeah, Paramount.
Paramount, yo. Yeah. Yeah, same here.
East Los Boyle Heights got down that day. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Is there like a dream venue?
Oh right.
The Hollywood Bowl, the Greek,
The Forum.
the Forum.
The Forum
I
would be
love
nice.
it.
Yeah.
That's
the
a
Forum.
sick venue.
It is.
I've seen a lot of bands there: Tame Impala, Black Sabbath,
Yeah.
Nice.
Scorpions.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw
great
Gorillas
sound.
there. Yeah, I saw Gorillas there. It was really,
Oh,
really
sick.
good. I was in the pit area. Oh, man. I had a good time.
That had to be crazy.
It was crazy.
Ah, man. Someone asked, how was the shroom trip?
Oh. Okay. This was me and Daphne's story.
Yeah.
It was a pretty fucked up situation, man. I have never. It was a little bit. It was like the size of my pinky, but I took like 3 little sizes, and it was
Well,
just
for
awful.
me, it was like all right at first, but then I started feeling like I wasn't feeling it, but I was starting to see colors and everything. It was good until I didn't feel well.
Yeah, it wasn't cool. It wasn't a cool experience. Not down to do that shit again.
No.
Don't do it.
Mm-mm.
Don't do it, kids.
No.
Yeah, don't do it.
When are you touring again? Specifically, come to the Bay Area.
Ooh, well, we've never toured, but what's it called? Bay Area. We're working on something actually. We're trying to hit the road in July. So yeah, that's definitely like San Francisco, Oakland is some of the cities we're thinking of hitting up. Yeah.
Nice. I love it. And then let me just pick one more because there's a bunch in here. How did you settle on your band name?
Oh, well, that one's easy. A long time ago when we were just jamming, we had big amps, those like stacks, so we would like crank the volume on our amps and David would just pound out, so our ears would always be like ringing after practice, and he's like, oh damn, my ears are ringing. And we were looking for a new band name at that time, so I just kept playing with that phrase, and ear ringers, like so yeah,
That's cool.
that's pretty much what came out.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it. That's great. Sweet. Well, do you want to get into the cover? And
Yes.
then we'll wrap some things up.
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Okay, this is a song by a band called Los Prisioneros. This one's called Tren Al Sur, true rock en español classic.
Central, segundo carro del ferrocarril que me llevará al sur. Estas tierras van andando y mi corazón está saltando porque me llevan a las tierras donde al fin podrá de nuevo respirar atento y hondo. Alegrías el corazón. Estoy estrellas el corazón. Y no me digas, pobre, por ir viajando así. No ves que estoy contento, no ves que estoy feliz viajando en este tren al sur. Y no me digas, pobre, por ir viajando así. No ves que estoy contento, no ves que estoy feliz viajando en este tren al sur. Thank you.
Ah, that was badass. That was so good.
Thank
That
you.
was great. Thank you guys. That was amazing. It was so good to finally have you guys in here, and thanks again for waiting. I know we had a little problem with the drum over there. Sorry about that. I think it's going good though. Yeah, I mean, was there anything more you guys wanted to specifically talk about that we didn't cover, or any shout outs that you wanted to give? Or?
Shout out Alan, our videographer. He's like, he's been with us for like a year already, and he's definitely worked very hard in getting our like content out there, because that's the one thing we needed, content, and he's really good at what he does as well. So shout out Alan, and then other bands: Archer O, Los Ratones Atómicos, Bed, Wayward, Lydian Arrow, and Mexico City Heartbreak. Love those guys, man.
Nice.
Yeah, and thank you everybody for your support, and thank you Unquiet Live for having us. This is seriously like, finally, we're so happy to be here. So yeah man, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Same, absolutely. Thank you. And anything else from the band that you guys wanted to mention before we signed off, or is everyone good?
Shout out to the fans and thanks for helping us get here.
Yes.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you.
I love it. Shout out to the fans. That's great. And then from my end, just a couple quick things. Of course, shout out to Topo Chico Mineral Water. They've been sponsoring the show for years, and they are amazing and help keep us alive. Thank you, Topo Chico. You are the best. Shout out to DC Shoes. They hook it up with shoes for us and the bands. We'll have to get your sizes and have to get you guys hooked up. But DC Shoes has been an amazing partner. So thank you, DC. And to our newest partner, Guayaki, Yerba Mate. Yerba Mate has been very popular these days. I feel like we see bands with it all the time, and they have been awesome and sent us a bunch of cases and help us keep the show alive as well. So thank you, Guayaki, Yerba Mate. And thank you, Earringers, so much. Again, appreciate you guys. Yeah, that was awesome. So thank you so much.
Man. Thank you for having us, guys.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
We'll see you at a show soon.
All right. Man.
All right.